Hi everybody, I hope you're well. It's Annalie from Seventh Sense Healing. So I thought I would do a video today as at the time I'm recording it's the full moon. We had the spring equinox last weekend and we have the clocks going forward last night, so we're now an hour ahead in England. And I've had quite a few people message me this week saying that they are feeling anxious, feeling overwhelmed, feeling very emotional. I mean, it's not really surprising with everything that's been going on for the last year for us all and all the things that are going on still in the news. But also let's not forget that we have a full moon today too, and lots of changes going on energy wise. So full moons can make you feel emotional, anxious, overwhelmed, and that can happen in the week leading up to the full moon and the week afterwards. It can also mean that you don't sleep as well, or sometimes you feel heavier and need to rest more. This full moon is in Libra, which is all about bringing balance in. The equinox last weekend was all about bringing balance in. And also when the clocks go forward, we have to readjust and balance ourselves. So I think we've got like this triple whammy. So when I was working full-time as a lawyer, the clocks going forward used to really impact me because I'm not massively a morning person at all. And, you know, you'd have to get to work for 9 and then suddenly actually you were starting work at 8 a.m. rather than 9, even though the clock said 9. And it used to take me a good week or so to balance myself there. So just bear that in mind. You might be a bit more tired if you are working this week in the mornings because you're technically waking up an hour earlier. And the full moon energy might be feeling strong for you. So if you're feeling a bit anxious, overwhelmed, just, you know, a bit out of sorts, then particularly when it's the full moon, it's our emotions kicking in. Our emotions are linked to the element water. So maybe have a nice salt bath, drink lots of water, maybe take a walk down at the river or at the beach if you can. If not, just try and ground yourself. So take your shoes off, go and stand outside barefoot. You know, do some nice grounding things, deep breathing, do some meditations, journal, write out stuff, whatever's on your mind. And also when we're trying to bring in balance with the equinox energy, which will be lasting for a couple of weeks actually, we need to do a bit of detoxing in our lives. So spring cleaning, clearing the house out, opening the windows, getting rid of dust and cobwebs. If you use incense the house. Maybe sort through your clothes. What haven't you used for the last year? Although that's probably not a lot of stuff, to be fair, because we've been home most of the time. But have a good sort through boxes. Maybe you've got boxes in the house that haven't been emptied for a long time, or yeah, just clear through, get rid of old stuff. So out with the old, in with the new. That will help bring you into balance. Look at your diet. What have you been eating over the last year? Have some bad habits crept in a bit? Drink water, eat fresh fruit, get some vegetables, start looking at what you can eat to feel better. Maybe start taking some more walks or a bit more exercise with this new spring energy coming in. Maybe we'll have a bit more energy and we'll be feeling like we can do a bit more activities and get out a bit more. The rules are changing in England, so we can have 6 people in our gardens from Monday this week. So maybe Easter bank holiday weekend, invite some friends over or family that you haven't seen for a long time. That will help balance you. Seeing friends and family, eating together in the garden or in the park, how nice is that going to be? So yeah, make the most of the rule changes over the Easter weekend. Get out in the garden over Easter if you've got one and do some work in the garden. That will keep you grounded. So loads of things we can do to get ourselves in balance and keep grounded. But also with this full moon, it's about relationship balance really. So obviously I've been talking about spring equinox energy really, but with the full moon and getting in balance there, we're looking at relationships. So could be friends, family, work, a relationship with yourself. You know, are you taking good care of yourself? Have you been looking after yourself? Maybe you've been working too hard, maybe you've not been exercising, maybe you've not been eating as well as you could to look after your body and your soul, and maybe you need to take some time to meditate. So thinking about all the different things you can do to bring your relationship with yourself back in balance, maybe a nice detox, looking at, you know, friends, family, work colleagues, partners, you know, how are those relationships looking? You know, are they in balance? Are you an overgiver? Most of us are. That's an imbalance in relationship. People pleasing, another imbalance in relationships, making sure everyone else is okay rather than you, looking after everyone else's needs rather than your own. All of that is putting you out of balance. And with this full moon energy and the equinox, which is trying to bring you back into balance, if you don't work with it, maybe that is going to make you more anxious and stressed and overwhelmed. Something has to give and changes have to happen in our lives. The universe is trying to help us, but if we just keep doing all the stuff we've always done, nothing will change and you'll just feel stressed and overwhelmed. You know, maybe there's chat groups you're in or people you follow on Facebook that, you know, trigger you, make you feel a bit out of sorts. So really take a long look at your life and yourself, and maybe things have got out of balance. You'll know what they are for yourself, and we're always trying to get in balance, and it's an ongoing process. Things come in and shift us and throw us again. Look at COVID and lockdown. So yeah, we're always working on that. So we're going to do some cards today, and I am working with Rebecca Campbell Work Your Light Oracle cards. These are really high vibration, new energy cards, really 5D energy, if you know what that means. So I think really working with the energy of the moment. So let's see what's gonna come out for us today. So one popped out straight away. Oh, and another one, lots of messages. It's been a long time since I've done group card readings. So I'm going to try and do these as much as I can again. And yeah, what energy, what do we need to know about for everyone watching this video at home, everyone who follows my Facebook page or my YouTube channel. So let's just see if there's any more. We've had loads popping out. Is there any more messages that we need for all of us watching this video today? Okay, I'm feeling that that is enough for us. The first one that has popped out, you know how this goes. So I say messages, then we do the cards, and then we reaffirm these messages. It always seems to be the way for group readings and individual ones these days. Get grounded, what I was saying. So look, meditation, time out, time in nature, time by yourself. It's an image, there's like a little Buddha in the background too, a Tibetan monk. Someone sat there meditating in the woods, surrounded by trees and flowers. So yeah, bring some flowers home into the house, get out, walk, sit, ground yourself. I quite like to just go barefoot in the garden. It also has another message underneath: connect with nature, empaths and highly sensitive. So if you're a sensitive person, you pick up a lot of energy from other people, from the news, from what's going on, from social media. Really important at the moment to ground yourself more than ever. You know, get out in nature. Also have magnesium salt baths, because there's so much stuff going on in the world out there that we can absorb all that news and energy, even if we don't realise. We pick it up and we carry it around in our own energy field. It's not our energy. It can make us feel ill, heavy, stressed, anxious. It's not even stuff going on for us. We're picking it up. So get outside, particularly if you're highly sensitive, ground yourself, drink water, salt baths. Clean your energy. If you know how to do that, I'll do some videos on that for us all as well, so we know what that means. But if you know what I'm talking about, do all your things you need to do to bring yourself into balance. Another message to remind us there. Oh, this is a good one. Not talked about this specifically so much. I'm going to do some more videos over the next couple of weeks on setting intentions and looking at what you want to do next. But you know, with this full moon, it's a good time to let go of old stuff and look at what you want to do next. So answer the call. What is your soul calling for you to do? What is it that is your next thing in life? What do you want to do next? Where do you want to go? What makes your heart sing? When you do something, what is it that makes you feel energized and happy and loved? You're able to spread love. What are the things that drag you down? So what I was just talking about, relationships, work, you know, anything like that. What drags you down? Let go of it with this full moon and bring in your new. So you've got to get rid of that old stuff. You know, if you're looking for jobs, setting up new businesses, looking for a new relationship, clear out the clutter, clear out the old, so you can bring in this new energy. So as I said, I'm going to do some videos on all of this over the next few weeks, so I'm not going to talk too much about that today, but have a think about your soul calling. What does that mean? Maybe you don't know your soul calling yet, but it's all going to start coming out for everybody. Okay, cool. So we've got the ever unfolding rose. So I've got my glasses on, but I can just see. So there is a rose opening, all the petals opening, and can you see just at the bottom there's a woman, and she's kind of lying backwards with her arms open, and the rose is coming out of her heart. So she's like opening her heart up, opening herself up, and as each petal opens, another layer of pain, of hurt, of suffering releases, so that we can connect and be more open and open our hearts to love and everything that's going on around us. So it kind of follows that answer your call card quite nicely. But she says, it says cracked open, not happening. It's happening for you, not to you. So it's easy to drop into a victim mentality where we think everything's rubbish around us. Everything's bad, nothing's good, nothing's going well, you know, and have that kind of negative victim mentality. But the world is being cracked open now, and we are as part of this COVID lockdown process, because the world has to change. Our lives have to change, and things can't carry on like they have been. We're starting a new era, a new dawn, a new age. And as part of that rebirth and reopening and heart opening and spreading more love rather than fear, and being connected and looking after each other rather than our own needs, it's going to be painful, that process. It's going to open us up to the very core of ourselves. This is why there's so much stuff coming up in the news, because all of that's got to come out and heal so that we can move forward to this new age. So don't feel like you're the victim or all of this is, you know, a negative scenario. Obviously, it's not great not seeing family and friends. Our businesses are closed and we're at home. We can't socialise, you know, we might not be earning money and might be struggling quite a lot for a lot of people, but it's part of the process. There's a bigger thing going on, even though that's quite hard to work through, particularly if you're really struggling through all of this. You have to trust and believe that there is something better coming out at the end of all of this, and open up your heart. So when we've been in lockdown on and off for a year, we might feel scared about seeing people, and we might be more closed in than ever, but we're going to have to work through that, reconnect and open our hearts up, and, you know, meet people again as we're allowed to, and not keep ourselves tucked away, because it's, you know, it's not good for us. You know, we need to connect and see people. So nice card. Loads of cards popped out. We had 5. Okay, so really interesting, these 2 cards have come out together. So we've got Star Mother and we've got Anna, Grandmother of Jesus. So Star Mother looks like Mary to me, Mother of Jesus, and then we have Anna, Grandmother of Jesus. How interesting those 2 have come out together. So we've got the divine feminine energy coming out hugely here. Let's do Anna, Grandmother of Jesus. So there's a whole story about Anna, Grandmother of Jesus, so I won't have time to go into today, but you can see on the background there, I don't know if you can see here, we've got Glastonbury Tor in the background, and we've got the Sphinx in ancient Egypt. I mean, Anna, Grandmother of Jesus, obviously has been with that energy from a long time ago, helping with the conception of Jesus with Mary. You know, the Immaculate Conception was all fueled by Anna, Grandmother of Jesus, and the energy work that she did with a group around at that time. And It's saying laying foundations, divine plan, seeding the light. So kind of following on from the unfolding rose and what I was saying there, cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you. You have to remember there's a bigger plan, a bigger picture going on. And that this light energy, can you see the light coming down? The light energy is coming down a lot. We're all going through a huge transformation. Our body, our energies, everything's being upgraded. That's why we might be feeling quite exhausted a lot of the time. People have been saying to me lately they're feeling quite exhausted. Well, if we're regenerating our whole body and consciousness on a cellular level, this is tiring. There's deep healing going on, and we need to rest and look after ourselves as much as we can. But yeah, there's a big plan going on. It's been around forever. Got Glastonbury, got the pyramids, and we've got Anna, Grandmother of Jesus. So we don't know what that plan is yet. We're just part of this process, but we chose to come to Earth at this time to be part of this. It's not happening to us, it's happening for us. We chose this life right now. So don't give up, keep the faith. Then we have Star Mother. Looks like Mary a lot to me, but she's telling us to look after ourselves. How can you mother yourself? How can you take good care of yourself? How can you nurture yourself? Food, water, rest, not too much TV, not too much social media, not watching the news, not getting involved in gossip, in low vibration, energy, bickering, all that stuff that drags us down. So really spending time to do high vibration things. Great food, you know, meditation, having contact with positive people, people that are moving forward, not stuck in that old mindset of negativity, shifting yourself out of that if you have to. Play some really nice bright music that helps shift your mood and energy quite a lot. You know, candles, incense, essential oils, nice baths. Work with crystals, spend time with animals outside, eating well, all the good things to help you feel better and raise your vibration and your energy, and nurture yourself. So sleep and rest and heal as much as you need to. So if this spring energy is not feeling like it's the energy for you to get out, exercise and move forward, that's okay too, because you might need to rest a bit more. I'm shifting between feeling energized and needing days of rest and early bedtimes and all sorts of stuff, and then the next day like I can take on the world, and then the next day I feel like I'm ready for bed at 7. So this is the shift that's happening with us at the moment, the energy upgrades, our bodies, our minds and spirits being upgraded, and the new energy that's coming in for Earth. So hope some of that made sense to you. Quite a lot of deep stuff there, mostly two really important messages. Get grounded, nurture yourself, take care of yourselves. Have a think about what you want to do next. You don't have to go back to the old routines and the old ways of living. It's an opportunity now for you to move forward. You're being taken care of. There's a bigger picture going on. We're being watched over. This has been planned. It's not happening to us, it's happening for us. And open your heart, allow the healing to happen, and let's spread love, not fear. Hope you are all good. Hope to see you all soon on Zoom or when I reopen, and I'll do these as much as I can. Now I'm feeling a lot better myself, so have a good week. See you all soon. Thank you.